Hi guys, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, I'm good. So lovely to be speaking to you. I'm obsessed with Molly's character. I really enjoyed the first season, and what I like about her that she's slightly delusional, but she really means well. Uh, is there anything between are there any traits in her that you really love?
I do love the delusional part. It actually allows me to really lean in on just the bigger parts, the joy, the silliness, the goofiness, and get to really, languish in that place of like where we get to have all the fun. The silly, picadillos and all that. That's my favorite part, honestly. And I knew that we would get such a wide variety of those opportunities because of this subject, because anything can happen. There's this element almost of magic in the idea of having billions of dollars because anything can happen. So, yeah, I do love that it allows her to make mistakes when you're just a little bit unaware sometimes.
Well, I mean, we've seen what could happen when you have more money than you can spend. You know, prime example is a certain owner of a certain social media site, as I would say. Let me say, ask you about Arthur. Is he like the only person who really gets her, who takes absolutely no bullshit from her?
I mean, I think that, if things were different, I think Nicholas is also that person. I think he knows her very well. But yes, I think Arthur is a breath of fresh air because I don't think she's experienced any relationship like that since she's been when she was in her marriage. And I think this is sort of like her learning to ride a bike again, sort of like, wow, this person's nice and they want nothing from me and they're not trying to get anything from me. So I think that's refreshing for her.
Yeah, we also noticed that Nicholas and Arthur have this kind of bromance going on. What's all that about? Tell us about that.
Oh, I think I mean like there's a lot of romances in the show between me and Howard and me and Arthur. I think like for this character in particular, like I think he struggles a lot more with the transition into this life than Molly did because I think it just comes less naturally. The warmth and the friendliness and the kindness like comes less naturally for him. But like meeting these two guys in the office, it's like he's being exposed to a different kind of person. And again, it is that aspect of like they don't want anything from you necessarily. They just want your friendship. And like he's I think in season one initially pretty suspicious of that, and it's nice in season two to see him sort of settle into these friendships a little bit more and be able to like grow in them.
Yeah.
In season one, we saw Molly like kind of struggle with a lack of purpose. And do you think she's found it in this season, or is
I
she still looking for it?
Well, I definitely think she's invested in her team, which is really nice to see, which allows us to see all of those relationships come to life a bit more. I think, it's one thing to discover that you have a foundation, and it's another to put the effort into growing it and investing in the people that are in it. So I definitely think that that's the beginning for her. But she is constantly discovering this new life for herself and making mistakes along the way, which allow her to sort of change her route. But I think that in and of itself, it's still self-discovery. Yes, I think it's just starting to put new roots down.
And finally, question for both of you. Do we think there's going to be a season three? And what do you hope will happen in it?
I don't know. What do
Oh
you
yeah,
hope will
I
happen in
know. I mean,
it?
there's some Apple people in the room. They'd be better to answer that question. I mean, I think we definitely hope.
If it were up to us, yes.
Yes.
And I think that because we've established these relationships between the characters, there's no shortage of all of the games we can play between all of us. But also, the world of billionaires seems to have no end, and it's hard not to take notice of all the new developments constantly that are going on, and then create a couple new ones. So I feel like that's never gonna stop. That inspiration is never going to stop.
Thank you so much, and thank you. Congratulations again on the second season.
Thanks. Thank you. Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, that's what they all say.
Hey, you guys!